you go price house, Abi. You don't make money now. You won't buy a house for my head.
I want to buy a house. House. They don't give me my own special discount. They say na 15 million 1 year.
Okay, Freeze. Let's get straight to the point. I'm very sleepy. I have stuff to do. Ask me the question.
This one where you just did come. Everybody just they attack me today. What is today? Attack Daddy Freeze Day. Okay, no problem. Now, Stella, I know you know.
Whoever is, just wait. Those people insulting, I'm not even reading the comments. I don't have time for any of that rubbish because a lot of you carry issues, carry your family problem, come online and think you depress people with it. I don't have time for all this rubbish. So if you are typing any nonsense, I'm not reading. When you finish typing it, fry it and eat it. Bunch of idiots that come online and think you can frustrate people. I am unbreakable. So whatever you're typing, I'm not reading. I'm here to clear myself and I'm going to get off when I'm done. Go ahead, please.
Stella, we never start in time. You don't make Stella vex already. Okay.
One idiot there, they ask whether I be man or I be woman. You be fish, I be dead body.
Because you see, we are trying to get to the end of this matter. And
lock the fucking comments. I don't want to read what these people are saying.
But I just want this to be done peacefully. So please.
Nobody gets monopoly to smelling mouth. Everybody can talk. I'm here to talk, and I don't want anybody to distract me, please.
Stella, I will block. I will shake way for you. In fact, I'll be shaking for you every five minutes. So just be saying God forbid every 5 minutes. Don't say God forbid because I will shake way for you. So I don't want. We are grown-ups. We are entitled to our friends, our opinions, our choices. If you feel our choices are not nice, unfollow us, block us. Don't be our friend, but don't talk in this life. Okay? I have given you my own side of the story. It might not be much because that's as far as I know. But I have Stella here. Stella, what is really happening between
Stop right there. Now, let me start from the beginning. Whatever I'm going to be saying, forget whether Stella is bad, Stella is controversial. Stella always has meats on the bone. Forget whether I'm bad and controversial or whatever. I'm going to be saying the true story, exactly how it is. So help me God in heaven. Yes. Now, this is how it started with Halima. First and foremost, I'm going to be saying here now that the controversial Apostle Suleman is my friend. And that is why I do not do stories on him, because in our line of business, you don't bite your friends. When the drama is out, what you do is that you help them do PR. I don't owe anybody any explanation. I don't care what anybody says to what I'm saying now. I'm telling you how it is. It's just like going to work. You see, say that they beat your oga for road, you can't join in the beating. It's either you run past, make it not see you, or you go settle the fight. That's how it is in journalism. Apostle Suleman is my friend, and I'm not going to deny him. I'll come to that later on. Now, let me start from the beginning.
Before you go on. That you
yes, please.
There was a time Stella and I were not talking. Apostle Suleman told me that he will not talk to me again unless I talk with Stella. And he told Stella that he will not talk to her again unless she made up with me. That's how me and Stella grudgingly became friends back. So Apostle Suleman is not this monster that they are trying to paint. Apostle
Quiet, let me talk. Please, if you distract me again. All right, let me start now. It started from Halima and I. We stopped talking years back when she was acting. First and foremost, Halima know they get script act again. Forget that time that she wrote she had quit Nollywood. Nollywood quit her a long time ago. Okay, so we were not talking because she said I wrote something a long time ago about her and Apostle Suleman. I said, really? I didn't know, because I wrote in a coded form. I said, really? I didn't know. Was he a pastor then or something? You know, I didn't know. So all of a sudden, I saw Halima was following me on Instagram, and I followed her back. She'll be sending me small message. Anytime there's any drama or scandal or controversy around me, she'll say, I'm lucky. Now me the rain now. Can she join in the drama? How is she joining? I'll be like, Halima, even controversy where they spoil my name, you jealous me foods. Okay, so we started to build small from there. She now started to advertise that she was selling hair. The pictures where she puts and the hair where she sell, not be the same thing, no. I can't go advertise Halima for one WhatsApp group where people go by, can't they fight me? I can't make mistake. I sent Halima 300,000 to give me some hair, to give to somebody to sell and make money. That is like, is it not like 2 years ago? Those hairs still there inside the bag with them pack them. Now, boom, now they tie, put for cap, in a wig. Please, I need you to be looking at me, please. Leave your phone and look at me, please.
Sorry, I'm comments
we had some.
I'm trying to tame down the comments that are insulting. Please.
I'm on live, please. Okay, thank you. You can pass it. Okay, so that's where it started from. She wanted to return my money or pretended to. I said, no, don't worry. Let me support you with the living. You're distracting me. Can you hurry up and leave this place? So that's how it started. So I think something else happened, and doesn't have to do with the story. Sharp, we're going along. Hurry up and leave. You're distracting me. Thank you. So I'm live. So where this drama of Apostle Suleman started.
You wanted to invest in her business. That's where you were.
I invested in it. I gave her 300,000. I bought the wigs. They were bad. She told me that it's her baby daddy. Remember, she later said she didn't have a baby. It's her baby daddy's brother that was doing the wigs, that spoiled it, that this. She's presently at the police station. She went to arrest him. She gave me a lot of stories. I knew they were all lies. I just left her. I left the money, and I went on. We're still talking, but it kind of strained us a little bit. Okay. So the next time, one morning I woke up to do amebo with somebody. So the person was telling me one story. And I said, this story, if you want here and finish, now Halima, you go call. Halima, now your friend. I said, well, we talk. My text, I go ask him. So I pinged Halima on Instagram. Immediately she answered me. I said, Halima, there's no story on you and Apostle Suleman will be gidding. She just rang me up. And said, yes. That's why she didn't talk to me again. Years back, I wrote about 2 of them. She started talking that he dated her, he didn't settle her, but he settled others. He didn't give her a car, he didn't give her a house, so she wants to mess him up. I said, I guess story on that too. I go right time. I want to make she continue to talk. Make she talk. She didn't know I was leading her on. So she said, make I call her, make I do the story. She said she will give me fine story where I go use, fine picture when I go use, blah blah blah. And I say, what I don't put myself enter so. You know, normally when you call these people to tell them say you get story, they're going to beg you, they're going to fear. This one, they beg me, make I do them. You don't understand? Now I say, I don't enter. As she they tell me so, she don't say I know Apostle Suleman. She don't run go ping and say Stella has a story on you. Stella is going to do the story. So, that time I had not spoken to Apostle for a long time. There was a strange silence between us because we don't talk all the time. We really don't have much to say. Do you get? So apart from greet and there was really not much to say. So she don't call and tell and say, Stella, get story on 2 of us. So she came back to meet me and say, if I call him and tell him, I shouldn't call him and tell him I should do the story direct, that he will bribe me, he'll give me money. I can't laugh. I say, if you give me money, we'll chop the money now, you know? That was how it now went on. Apostle now tried to reach me and said, what's the story I have on her and Halima? And I said, I was joking, one thing. Misha laughed it up. But Halima, that had set off a chain of events. She now found out that I'm close to Pastor. So Halima told me, please, can I settle the 2 of them? She said I should settle them. That she didn't find closure because he didn't give her a house and a car. I said, Halima, it's better like this than instead of you to be calling him out. I'm not comfortable calling out men of God. I really don't like it. You understand? I told her that. I said, okay, let me try to intervene. Let me talk to him. What is the problem? She said she needs money for business. She needs him to settle her. She wants this, she wants that. I said, let me just try to get 2 of you talking first. I thought it would be easy, you know, just to get 2 of them to talk, just settle them and come out of it, which I do with most celeb that fight. We settle them, we just step out of it. You understand what I'm trying to say? Step out and let them sort themselves out, right? So I went back to Apostle Suleman. I said, Halima wants to settle with it. The man caught phone, swear for me. He swear for me. Say if I call him again about anything we get to do, Halima, he'll block my number, he'll do this. And I was not like, why are you threatening me? What's going on? The man now said that girl is up to something, oh, don't fall for her, oh, she's up to something. I'm like, no, Halima is a different person, because Halima used to be horrible. That's why she doesn't have any actress as friend. Nobody. If you check, nobody. The few she has left, they don't run. So he warned me. I said, no, Halima is not like that. I said, you're a man of God. Even if you had a problem before with this girl, settle with her. I was preaching what he was always preaching to me back to him about peace. What he was preaching to me when me and you they fight, when they preach about peace. You remember? So, sorry, I distraction. I was preaching it back to him. So, and I told Halima, what do you want? Halima was, I know they tell Halima, I said, this man no agree. I was doing as if, when I call him, the man no agree. I don't want to tell him back. I didn't want to be involved. I saw that Halima was up to something, but I didn't know how far she could go. So, Halima can't call me, can't tell me, say, she wants the man to support her with money. I said, Halima, I'll try to talk to him. He's doing crusade now. When he's finished, I'll talk to him. She kept reminding me, kept greeting me. Along the line, she sent me messages, say, this celeb, they troll her. This Suleman ex-girlfriend, they follow her up and down. You don't know what you want, this and that, I'll just laugh. You see, I had spoken to a lot of people that Halima was telling me this, and they were warning me, Stella, that girl only find who go help and disgrace Suleman since, so that she will make money from the situation. Don't fall for it. I'll say, no, Halima is not like that. You should give her a second chance. You know, stop judging her. Don't do this. I was fighting for her behind her back. So after now, Halima can go tell pastor, say, her mama and her papa get accident, right? That she needed money for burial. She needed money for this. She needed money for that. Apostle come tell me, say, Halima messaged him that her parents died, but she didn't answer him. I can say, Halima parents died. Halima really like attention like that. She don't put them for internet. Let me check. I checked. I say, I can't message her. I say, Halima, your parents died. You know, I'm talking to about them. He say, no, now when Papa died, your mama not die. I say, your mama died, your Papa died. When your mama say in the hospital, he need plenty money to use do this, to use do that. I say, and you really like drama and attention, you don't put on for internet. I just laugh and not talk anything. Come they cry, say, you need money, you need this, you need that. You know me now, I'm a sucker for tears. I say, okay, I'll talk to him for you, I'll talk to him for you. So I begin to push Apostle. I beg and beg. And this man not going to pick my call again. I go send a message, I go preach, beg, you know. Was like talking. I told him, have a heart. Even if anything happened between the two of you, she needs money. She appears hungry and desperate. Help her. Halima say, you need 10 million. I tell Pastor, say she needs 10 million. I tell Pastor laugh. That where will he get that? For what? That he will give what he has. This is what he will give, 2.5. And I shouldn't come back. That was towards Christmas. I say, anything you have, just bring it. Let me just give her something. So after some days, he sent me. He said he will not do it directly, because when she will start whatever she's planning, she will have evidence that he sent her money for something. I said, she's not planning anything now. What's all this, you know? That's why I collect money. I tell Halima, I say, see what he's saying will give you. She say, oh my God, I can't believe it. Thank you, Stella. She start to cry. I say, sure. So the thing bad reach. So she can't send me her account details. When the money can't enter, I can't wire them to her. Halima can't call me immediately. They cry. Stella, God will bless you. God will finish you with blessing. He can't they cry. God will bless Apostle. Anyway he touches, he will progress. Meanwhile, she tell me, say she loved the man, died. The man was so good to her. You know? Can't they cry. Say, make her help and tell her. Say, God will bless her. I say, Halima, I don't feel pass any message to you, I beg. Any message when you won't pass on by yourself. I know for my mind, I don't say, once she get that money, I'll come out my hand for the drama, because I was uncomfortable with her. So there was one time she was not talking to me. She now raised her voice. I tell her, say, Halima, don't talk to me anyhow. You never change, because you know, say there's a saying that short people to a quick vex. Halima has a temper, and when she starts, she can insult even sand. Stone would they cry. You know, she get bad mouth. So she not saying no, she don't change, that she's trying to change. I said that she doesn't have any friend, blah, 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 blah. For my mind, I said, why you go get friend when you don't get good character or anything? But I don't already they see red flag, you know, from what she will do. But I wanted to be sure. May not be like, say, oh, she don't change, I can't abandon her. So I now left her. After I give her that 2.5 finish, so Halima would they greet me. It would say, what of the settle one wants to she and pastor? What of the settle? I'll say, pastor, they busy, this and that. I give excuse so she can't ask me one time. I say, Halima, I don't talk to this man all the time. I only talk to him when necessary. maybe when there's a scandal or anything, I'll try to ask him, he'll still shut me up. You know how they do now? You know how they do when you try to talk to her, say this and that, try to get him view. Not be say we're not they try to do his story, but you know they won't talk to us. You know how it be now? He go tell you maybe go talk to the other person, fine, but leave him out of it. So Halima come, they disturb me. Say, what of the settlement? I said, Halima, I'll do it. On this particular day, don't too much. I just said, Halima, I beg, I know they talk to this man all the time. Nobody has to think. See, every minute, man and their phone. It's not easy to talk to him like that, you know? He can't vex, can't leave me, say thank you. That was the last year, February or so. Halima can't come with me, can't say, she gets another request to make. Say she needs 20 million naira. She needs Papi, that's what she called him, to support her business. That I should tell him that she needs 20 million naira. Now I say, Halima, this man just give you money now. You want me to go back, go meet and collect money for you again. You want to use me as a tool, as a weapon of blackmail? I told her, I'm sorry, I can't do it. Immediately her character just changed. She just said, okay, no problem, thank you, just cut off from me. I just know then, say this girl is up to something. I started waiting. Meanwhile, that first story what she won't plan to do with me, she said if I write and finish, if they call her, she would be like say she don't know anything. So after that thing happened, the sixth sense in me just started telling me Halima was up to something. I can't go back, go read all our chat. I said, thank God, take my hand clean. I no plan anything, nothing happened. All the while, anytime me and talk, people forward our chats, give Apostle Suleman. She was always, you know, forwarding our chat. So I didn't even know until all these things happened. Apostle said, yes, he has been reading my conversation with her. I shouldn't worry, my hands are clean. But she they forward and thinking say she they implicate me. You know, say, I don't know where her brain there. I'm not going to call her names. I'm not even going to allow myself call Halima. Halima is a piece of life from the pit of hell. That is what she is. She represents evil, Halima. That's all I can say. Then they look and say, because now we be journalists with the right. She's evil. You see how she's shot like that? She represents demon, because demons are shot. She's wicked. She's evil. Halima, you need to talk to Nollywood people to know who that girl is. Before they cut her up and stop giving her script. She cannot even interpret good scripts. Now evil, you would see. If you give her Jesus role, you would play devil by mistake. She goes back to default immediately. So, I can't watch after this last time, when she don't cut me off. When that story come outside, bagam, I just want to say na Halima, because I'm waiting here and she discuss. When she give that story, when it come outside, she not gonna give her directly. She gets many accounts and she gonna do like, say na she be her PA, na she be her rep. She is what you call from Joro to Joro. Do you get? That was what she was doing. She get many handles. So the minute I saw that story, I just laughed. I said, Halima, don't go give this story out. True, just because this guy don't give her money. So I now called her. I said, Halima, so you don't go give her that story? She said, which story? Which story? I can't laugh. I said, what me and you plan say you go react. Now you're going to do for me. Now me they ask him for. She can't quickly cut her phone. After like 5 minutes, she can't come for Instagram messaging. Can they cost me? They cost me. Say, see me. This is me to support woman. And they support that evil pastor. This and that. I say, Halima, I don't know what to support you or not to support you for. If you go carry your nyash, give pastor, how is it my business? Why will I carry your battles for you? Show me evidence, say or not to do anything. In journalism and in law. In journalism, if you don't see the concrete evidence, you say allegedly, alleged. Even if you see it, because it might go to court, you still use alleged because you don't know where that evidence is coming from. Every evidence until it's tendered in court and they can find out that it is real, everything is alleged. Do you understand? So even if you show me evidence now, show me evidence of all these things, you just they talk. You are just saying a story that has no backing. The man can come out today and deny that he doesn't know you, he didn't do anything to you. His silence doesn't mean he's stupid. Even if you had anything to do with him, I know DJ, I'm not saying you go give bomb to pastor. He's just my friend. I've never met him before. We never even talk for video cam. Do you understand? Not only in voice I know. The man gives me respect because I didn't respect him. I know they beg him money. He don't dash me money once or twice, but I didn't beg him. Oh, for Christmas Day. Oh, for this. You understand? I'm not on his payroll. Nothing. He's a good man. He's good to me. If you go give her your bomb and I fall out.
Apostle never give me 50 kobo before. Stella, you
don't give me. You don't give me. I don't talk. Oh, yeah, I continue.
As a friend, it's good to give and to receive as a friend. But you see that whole narrative, because everybody's going out and saying, Apostle, they give that. Apostle has never given me what is smaller than 50 kobo, 25 kobo before. Never. So please, I don't want to interrupt you. Please continue what you are saying. Let me not interrupt you.
Okay. Okay. So if you carry your bomb, go give pastor. When I can't fall out, not come expect me because I'm a journalist to come use my pen. They fight the pastor for you. When you they do the bomb thing, when you they collect money, they chop. I wasn't there. You were hiding it. So now when you blow for your face, don't come and meet me to fight your battle. I don't inherit people's enemies. I will never do that. I have enough anyway. I have enough enemies. So why will I want to inherit yours? Do you understand? Do you get? I refused totally. Halima was abusing me. All our chat as we abuse ourselves. So she go munch the side, wait about her. She go send and give Apostle. Meanwhile, all this time, everything they go on, me and Apostle never talk. I told you we don't talk a lot like that, you know. So there's this. I just tell Halima, say, now you do this thing. Me and you know, say, now you do this thing. No need to deny for me. I tell you to make you settle with this man. So because you know answer, you know, give you face in the fear saying, "I waiting you do up to this," which you were really up to, and I was gullible enough to fall for it. To help you collect money because you said you had this, you had that, you're still suffering, you had fibroid, you have this. I was shocked when she changed the narrative. When I see the story, say na juju, na this. She be that don't swan and go court. If she not gets evidence for ground, when she go court, me she carry Babalawo go. Babalawo go show the evidence from imports. Abi, me she carry Babalawo go court. I'm even watching what I'm going to be saying here because the matter is now in contention in court. It's going to be up on the 25th of March. I don't want to be part of it. My only role in this was giving her money from him, which brought me in the first place. I don't know why she's dragging me. I don't have anything with Halima. Halima is probably, I don't know, Kama visited her. So she's looking, she probably needed, see, Halima wanted to profit from this. She thought if she starts, the pastor will, you know what she said? She told me that only one call from pastor, she will stop everything. She will deny what the blog was saying. She will deny everything. The pastor should just call her. The man refused. So she continued. She thought she would be able to monetize the situation, which was not happening. You see, what I'm doing now is what Halima wants. Halima wants her to reply. She wants this drama to go on and on. Then she will see where she will feel too calm. If Halima is claiming that pastor do her juju, the married man who she followed years ago, where the American will die, let her go and explain to her, the woman's husband, what happened to him. Make people know they push people, they talk. Like I said, everybody get monopoly to smelling mouth. If I open my own, if it smell past your own, do you understand? Your waka don't catch up with you. You want to pin them for another person's head. I'm not in support of Apostle Suleman. Now you know when they carry him too thin leg go. It's none of my business. All I am saying that he's my friend, and I'm not going to inherit his enemies. Or let people turn me against him for their own benefit. You see, most of all these celebs, when they fight, they will use journalists fight. They'll pass back after go settle. They'll sort them out. You know, they'll know. But you go see the fight with the person. I've fallen into this trap too many times. And I refuse for Halima to use me. And they wonder why they call me. They call me, they call pastor, they call me, they call pastor. Why? She told, you know, when this thing was going on, she called Victoria Yama in London. And she told Victoria to please talk to me that I'm very close to pastor. I'm the only one that can convince pastor. Convince pastor about what? She was looking for 20 million naira. I said, how can I convince this man to give me 20 million naira when I never could convince him to give me 20 million? Do you get? Which powers I get like that? The man, they pick my call, they listen to me because I know they talk nonsense with her. Do you get? She just brought me into this because she thought she could use me and she didn't. I don't get problem with Halima. I wish her well. I wish her good health. But this drama which they drag so, when over favor her so. If you don't get to work again for Nollywood, your business don't break down because you were tricking the people you were selling to. Farm day now. If you go farm, start fishing business, start egg business. Not this blackmail you're doing online. Is worse. Halima the one come online. He go paint face. He go do like say nowhere. He go lie down for bed. That girl is an actress. That's why I tell you, it's only bad part she play. She not play good parts.
Wow. Wow.
That's my role in all of this.
Wow.
That's just it. I don't know why she went live. I didn't see the live. I don't know why she went live yesterday and was calling me and was talking bullshit. Why are you always calling my name? What did I do you? I refuse to follow you to blackmail pastor. I refuse. I don't want. You know, simple. And now she's angry. She's dragging me, and people are saying, I'm going to give pastor. Pastor, I don't know where they will find girls to be fine. If, let me start using that journalism terms now so I don't end up in the lawsuit. Why I go come be the one we go give am girl? Which girl I give am? Anybody when you say I give am to Apostle Suleman, make you come outside, come challenge me, say I give am to him. I don't know whether he sleeps with you people or not. I don't know. Then say, if you want to ask me if Halima had something with the pastor, I'll say yes, they did. But you should move on. It's over. I don't know when, I don't know where, but I believe there was a sexual.
I want to ask a few questions. First question. So,
hey, Dr. Fizz, you have made 7,000 something. History. See your life. Hey!
Yeah, I bring Bobrisky everywhere, fool. Hey, but you try. Now only.
You want to tell Bobrisky name now. You know, say me and I know they talk to you. I beg you.
Guys, all of you they watch now. You know, go my Facebook, go buy stars.
Please, if you take me sell market, you will give me half inside.
They're stingy. They're stingy like winch. These people here, winch. They their body. Just watch. Go Facebook, Daddy Free, DAWIFR. Go and buy my stars. Okay, Kemi Olunloyo wants to join. I'm going to bring her a little later. But I want to ask some questions. Just
after I have gone.
Do you want to stay or you don't?
No, I finish the one way I want to. Man, go I beg. I don't want. Thank you.
Today, no be me get live. Now my ladies wait they here and then they control the live. So I will just behave myself. Now, you said you gave her 2.5 million naira from Apostle.
To start, no, I can come up something or I cannot give her. I regret. Yes, I gave her 2.5 million.
Now, you also said that there's nothing wrong with her, that she's not sick.
Look, when we were discussing, Halima told me that she had fibroid operation and she's okay now. Probably, I don't know whether she had a relapse or whether it came back, because fibroids can regrow. If you don't eat right, if you don't take care of yourself after you take it out. I don't know anything about that. But if she has a relapse or if you have fibroid, you bleed. You bleed non-stop, depending on how big it is and where it's sitting on. If you are not enlightened enough to know how to cope with yours, you go say person don't carry your womb, go sell. So I don't know whether she had a relapse or whatever, but she told me she had fibroid. She not tell me say Apostle do juju for her. Why you come one man don't settle you a person will do juju for you?
No.
Why?
Do you have any chat of her saying settle me with Apostle? Do you have any chats in that regard?
If you don't want to show your chats, why are they show my chats? See, all my chats have been forwarded to the lawyer. Is part of what they are going to tender in court. I cannot tender anything again in public.
I'm not saying that the chat exists. Good. That's all. I'm just trying to establish our own little facts. I cannot ask you to bring evidence that is in court here.
And let me tell let me tell you something again that Halima did. The day she blocked me on Instagram, when she was insulting me, we're fighting. The day before she insulted me, the next day she came and started, I said, Halima, you insulted me yesterday. Why are you coming to chat with me again? Why? Leave me alone. She started chatting. The next thing she sent a voice note. Do you know what she said? She sent a voice note. In the voice note, she said, Stella, but you told me that you and Pastor and he's very big and you enjoyed it. Listen, I was on the phone when I played the voice note. The person I was talking with, we listened to it together. You know, I know Sabi save Instagram voice. I just they run helter skelter. How I go take save them. The next thing she just unsent it. Quick. The same voice note, because I would have played it on Instagram. That's the one I never meet before. I never see with eye one-on-one. When I tell you, that was part of what she wanted to use to mess me up on the other blog. I told her, the minute I listened to it, I told her, I said, Halima, send this one along with the other things. Go to the blog where they send to, and I'll come for you. See, this year, I know go spare the rod, I know go spoil the child. If you call me out, I'll answer you. Anyhow, anybody wants, I will go do one. I think Halima has gone on for too long. She needs to stop. The relationship, you don't end. It went south. They don't settle you. Go work. Go and earn money and stop trying to squeeze money from somebody, I think it is wrong. Open a fund, beg people money. They don't carry and go court now. If she lose with all this rubbish where she talk, she not get evidence. Now go fund me and she go lose pay. Even if she doesn't have money to pay, the fact that she will lose is enough to show that she doesn't have evidence. You know, Nigeria, people think they can just come out and accuse somebody and spread lies, and internet people, hey, they don't believe her, hey. Now so this WhatsApp group when I formed last year, today makes it a year that they wrote a story that I go follow another man. My husband do this. My husband day living room there. He's there. Somebody came to my house yesterday, a Nigerian lady, and she just shook her head. She said, my husband came back from work, came in and was all over me, kissing me, blah, blah, blah. She just shook her head and said, Stella, people when don't know you out there, they will hear that story, they will say not true. I've been seeing you with your husband, I know what's up. I said, what happened? He said, I read that story last year. I can't share because I don't even know, say, she did Instagram. Because she's this kind of quiet person like that, comes once in a while. I said, what story? He said the story when I write, say, you follow man, your husband don't pursue you, this and that and this. I'm like, fine. You see, in Nigeria, they can write whatever they like. The law doesn't work there. It doesn't work there. That's why you see, since I came over here, I've studied how proper journalism is. There are things I don't write. I don't say, oh, I miss the old Stella. I miss the old Stella. The old Stella is going to get in a lot of trouble because I work in a country where the law works. Do you understand? If I defame anybody, even from Nigeria, I can be sued together with my service provider here. There is a way the law works. I have a lawyer who tells me what to do. Even pictures. See, even pictures when I collect from internet, use. Other blogs from Nigeria use the picture just because I live in Europe. Do you know I was taken to court almost 10 times. I lost in all those times because people will get photo journalists, then come out with proof so that they get them. You, who give you the right to use the photo? You don't understand? They can't calculate how many years the photo don't do my blog. They listen, then calculate how many years the photo don't do my blog. Then charge me. The person will sue me in lawyers. Now me pay. Do you understand? I pay for my lawyers. I pay for your lawyers. I pay for pictures what they use. Then my lawyer tell me say, quickly go to your blog and start to delete. Delete. As I delete, I allow you some don't already munch them down. Don't screenshot them. Almost 10 times now I pay. The lowest one was 2,500 euros. By the time I pay finish it, I know they do your story again. I know they collect pictures. People are gonna do. I miss the old Stella. The old Stella will get into a lot of trouble with the way the world is now. You don't carry. That's why if you carry ancestral blessing, enter now, it backfire. You know they work. The old Stella has to be very careful. Things don't work out the way they work anymore. If Halima dey Europe, you drag anybody the way she has done, she will definitely end up in court and she will lose it if they ask for money or she does time because you are making wild accusations without any proof. If you say you want settle, you want money, you reach out to the man. The man even helped her. He gave her money through me to show you that he was ready to do something. He just said, just wait, let's watch her first. She's up to something, which was what she was up to. Even if I get something and you be ashamed to pay you for you be ashamed. I don't understand why she's coming out. What is her reason for this dragging? And what is it? Others don't come, they don't drag, they don't go. Why you continue with your dragging? You came from 2022, you brought it into 2023. What is what you want to achieve actually? You're gonna drag me where help people collect money where you don't chop. What are you doing exactly? I want to know.
All right. Thank you so much, Stella. Stella has given us her account of the narrative, and to be honest, I'm tempted to believe her because it sounds very plausible. Like I said, that's my opinion. You don't need to follow my opinion. You can choose not to believe her, but I choose.
I don't see, freeze. I don't even. Nobody's going to pay me 10 kobo to say what I'm saying now. I don't need to lie. I actually liked Halima, and I was going to help her do press to pick up her career back, but I didn't know that she was still evil. See, Halima is the person to avoid in Nollywood. Ask anybody. I thought they were being biased against her. I didn't know she was still this bitter because I actually asked her, Halima, have you changed? She said yes. If you talk with Halima, if you chat with her, she will save your chat. In 20 years' time, if you step on her, she'll bring it up. She'll bring it up. saves things to use against people. Me when be journalist, I empty my phone every time. You when be journalist, you will save things they use against people. Even that chat when I still get, I not say no, it's just because I didn't close it and I didn't save her name. So when she started saying all the things, I started looking for the chat, because I remember I didn't close it. Then I saw it. When I begged Halima, make she leave my name out of her story. Let her leave my name out of her story. The reason why I
reached out to Stella today was because Halima included her in the story. Yeah. So I wanted to hear from Stella's side, and I believe that all of us, that is me here interviewing, and you at home, deserve to know the truth, or at least other versions of the narrative. They say he who first come matter, nine they first win. Because every story that is presented first, it is sweet. Until the second person can't talk, the third person can't talk. Then we can now start having perspective in the matter. I've never met Halima Abubakar before in my life. I don't know her. Apostle Suleman is my friend. Just like with Stella, we talk. I've never seen him face to face before. But he's a nice guy. We get along very well. I respect him. He respects me too. So we get along quite well.
Wait. Somebody sent me a message of an inbox where she said Apostle Suleman proposed to her 7 times. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or how? Why did you not agree out of that 7 times? Why did you count it? Why did you document the counting? What proof do you have that he proposed to you? As Suleman is not the first married man she's going out with, if she went out with him. I happen to know of some. So this is her style. If she can't get things out of you, she saves it to mess you up later. Halima loves to go out with married men. It's not a new thing. It is not a new thing. Rubbish. Come on, do like say, was she forced? You went into a relationship willingly, ended, and you want to blackmail somebody for money. I don't understand it. Even if it's a pastor, I'm not even going to go into that. I'm talking about man-woman relationship. It don't end. Move on. You're coming on to grant live interviews. You don't talk. You have used all your weapons. Now go to court and defend yourself. You're still doing live interview, which is even going to be used against you.
Okay. And another narrative I don't like is if somebody is not saying what you want to hear, automatically they don't pay the person. They don't.
Yes, they don't pay them. That's what they pay. That's so easy rich. Please. Every time they don't pay them. Your payroll. Now,
here's my thing. I don't care about what I have to say. I don't care about what Stella has to say. Let's monitor matter in court. This matter is going to court. Let us watch it play out. I do believe that if Halima has convincing evidence, she can actually win this case. So, Halima, we are hoping to hear you present a good case in court.
No. Let me tell you something. The first thing she has to prove in court is that there was a relationship. How will she? Not even a relationship, a relationship. How do you prove that? You do video. Inadmissible in court. The guy's lawyer will come out and say there was no sexual relationship. You get proof of sperm. You get proof of blood mixture. What do you have? You have pictures, you have video. Even if you want to stand together for picture, that's no evidence. So first of all, that will be ruled out. She not play her card well. How many she wants? If you say she quiet, no do this thing where she do. Maybe the man mind for don't soften tonight for help her. Because what she wanted was help. She's actually broke. She wanted help. I helped her, and now I'm a bad person. How does that add up to you? Come on. Now the other people who don't even want help and they don't run. Say so this girl be. They gather info. So she don't pursue market. Don't pursue person who carry markets. Who don't want help her now with the way she go around? They mess up one person. The guy even came back, at least he helped you. 2.5 na small money. Because they drag her now. They drag and say waiting exactly. Relationship don't break. Waiting exactly you break and for. You they pursue and for. Now I just want to know.
Okay. A lot of people would say there's no justice in Nigeria.
This is not a Suleman advert. I know send Suleman go knock Halima when he allegedly knocked her. It's none of my business. But nobody should bring me into it.
Now, this is what I have to say here. Some people say there is no justice in Nigeria, blah, 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 blah. Okay. If you guys don't believe in the court of law, can Halima come and present the evidence to the media? Let her paste it on her page. If she say Apostle proposed to Ram, me, when I proposed to my wife.
How did he propose to her? Was there a video of the proposal?
You say Apostle being, you and Apostle, at least it was say, tonight was good. Oh, I enjoyed it again. We are not stupid. Let's see some of these things. So it's either you come to the court of public opinion evidence, or you go to the high court in Abuja with evidence. But hearsay, worried about it. Now, a lot of people will say that if Apostle Suleman is your friend, you're going to be biased. I am not biased. I have said it. Dear Halima Abubakar, if you have evidence you want to show, I will give you my little platform where you can come and show your evidence. But you cannot come on my platform to talk. Because if you talk no be evidence. So, as I day right now, if you tell you that Dangote born me, now my mouth.
Exactly. Just like that guy, we don't resemble someone where they say they look alike, nine born. They don't do courts now. Prove for courts.
Fucking head.
DNA.
My own, go do DNA. They see the same. Then if you say Dangote na my papa, na DNA result be this. Anything else na mouth. So that this matter can rest, let us see some evidence or follow up the court case. Let us not, you see, and there's one thing I don't like. Let me tell you, the real pastors in this Nigeria that are sleeping with women, we know them. And let me tell you the funny thing, they are the gentle ones. You know one problem with that?
Now, wait. Not gonna make that mistake. Not gonna make that mistake when you do make walk in on. No, hold your mouth, walk in on.
Tell you, he get those some pastors. Their data in my hand. You get one girl where, if that girl talk, one particular relationship pastor for this Lagos, if he marriage no end on top of this matter, a small will remain.
Wait, let me tell you something. Please, I need to put a cap on my talk about Halima. See, if you know Halima, tell her that I am not the person she's fighting. If she had a relationship with a pastor that has ended and the pastor has found his way back to Christ and she has allegedly repented, then she should let this go. I don't know whether she's depressed. I'm not against her. I don't hate her. I just think she needs to stop. If Halima needs money, if you know too plenty, she should come to me. Apologize for lying. Sorry, I will give her. I love to.
Time babe says, but that Stella did not present evidence or talk now. Oh, Stella is my friend, though. Me and Stella. If I open my phone, show you evidence, where even Apostle send me, I know just one put like I talk. I know one put mouth for the matter. Now Halima, I was the only
no. Stella, see, let me tell you.
Stella said, I asked her, did you give Halima 2.5 million? Stella said yes. So if Halima,
I get on the accounts now. I can print out my account balance. It's there now.
I said, was there a conversation between you to this effect? Stella said yes, but she cannot show it publicly. It is in court. So you cannot come here, Chief Fine Babe, and say Stella did not give evidence. Stella gave evidence. Whatever, like the text message Stella says she cannot show here because it is in court. When we get to court, we will see it. Can Halima also show evidence in court? Like this one Stella is saying. Can we see Halima's version?
She has said it. We have heard it. Now show us. Show us. We don't want to see picture of the two of you standing together. We want to see picture of the two of you naked in bed, going inside.
Omo daughter says, I have great regard for you. Not talk like this. I beg you in the name of God, start disregarding me from today. I beg you in the name of God. Tell her about no bad though. I just did gentle since morning because I know one begin vex. And I want this matter to have a
I'm not telling you make you not read comments. Not read comments. Don't read it.
So I cannot come and sit down and be balanced in my narrative. Let me tell you one thing with Nigerians, and that is why I never take you guys seriously. If you say this thing is black, as long as I don't come and say this thing is black with you, I am biased.
Once somebody talk bad thing,
want to hear I am biased. I beg you in God, have I been biased today?
Once somebody talk one bad thing and then believe that person, and you come to defend yourself,
I've even invited Halima. I say, Halima, please come. But the only thing is you must come with evidence. Or you are ready to refer everything you are saying to the courts. Suleman is my friend. Of course, I'm going to, because of my proximity to him, I might have some certain opinions, but I'm not even here for my opinion. I am here, this is the end of the story.
No.
I don't know Halima from anywhere. I've never met her before. I've only heard of her online. Even when Halima's people reached out to me, I don't know who it was, some guy, some person.
Which people? People where she sent. See, let me tell you something. Why should Halima be the one saying the truth and not me or you? Why?
That is my problem with Nigerians. As long as you are not saying that thing you want to say. Okay, you want me to come and say Pastor Suleman had something intimate to do with Halima. Was I there?
I don't talk him. See, let me tell you, Freeze. Let me tell you. Even if this will cost me my relationship with Suleman, I will say it. I believe there was something between them. It don't end. They don't move on. Why do they come? I believe from what she told me, from what I saw. But why does she want to monetize it with blackmail? Even at that, the guy still give you 2.5. You can't come, they ask for 20 million. 20. That's how I beg. I don't do it. I don't fit go for you. I beg. Give me 20.
So
what now? Even the 2.5 I collect said, wait, you know, say Stella take this 10,000, may take buy recharge card, or Stella take this thing, he collect and go chop, come back, they can't find 20 million. You don't see house game. Nonsense.
So
nonsense. He just they use all those people. You won't collect more. When you collect and I go vanish. When money don't finish, you go come back, go appear again. Now only Suleman be the only man where you don't sleep with for your life. Blackmail the others. I mean, you never meet another rich man.
So Stella, please let me bring Kemi Olunloyo. Please, I'm bringing her for just 15 minutes. Don't go, Stella. Please. Thank you very much for honoring me. You don't ever see Stella do live before. Stella na masquerade, to bring masquerade out, you know, easy. Now once in a year that they carry masquerade. So please make una help me respect them. I've got the lady, Dr. Kemi Olunloyo in the house.
Hi, Freeze.
John Torolo, no, I always beg because you said
I'm not in use anymore. I'm doing drugs. I'm doing drugs.
Instagram and YouTube and all these people blacklisting and shadow ban.
I'm not online. I'm just doing my drug abuse recovery and all. First of all, what Stella said is very damning, and we first have to say something to everybody. A lot of people have to know what we are. There's not a lot of bloggers and journalists in Nigeria. Freeze. Stella is one of them. A lot of people, I'm hearing Stella say the old Stella, the new Stella. She's a blogger and she's a journalist. So when you're a blogger and journalist, you're called a professional blogger. So many people have seen Stella as a blogger for years, but she actually is a journalist, okay? Especially during the day she was writing for Ecomium and all that. I know that for one. Then you have Chris Nwandu. That's another one, CKN, a blogger and a journalist. And I'm also one. So when professional bloggers are working, you can blog what you see on the web. But when journalists are working, you have to be careful because of libel. I went to prison, detained 6 months, 3 times by BME, and see how the whole thing ended. So you have to be careful using words, non-affirmative words. Allegedly, alleged, blah, blah, blah. What I have to say is that pretty much one thing Stella said, Halima should keep my name off her mouth. I don't know Halima. I've never met her. I don't know Pastor Suleman. I've never met him. I've never talked to Pastor Suleman on telephone, DM, nowhere. However, this is how it started with me, because the last thing I saw Halima writing is that she's going to arrest me. Halima, if you're listening or watching, okay, because everybody wants to arrest me, Tonto wants to arrest me, be careful. I no longer entertain BS, okay? You can't just come out and say you want to arrest somebody. When Oramani's case happened, a lot of people attacked me on that case. As you can see, the case has dropped, it has ended, and I was vindicated. At the end of the day, she wanted to join the bandwagon of people abusing me and attacking me. She said something, and Instablog can't read it. She said, that woman is very evil. She once came into my DM, and I shunned her away. That's when she actually opened her own can of worms. I told her, I said, Halima, I came to your DM. You didn't shun me away. Don't try to look good. You actually told me you wanted me to write a story about your bleeding episode. Halima said she was bleeding for 6 months. Now, a journalist from PM News, and everybody can Google this. If you Google Halima Abubakar PM News, you'll find the story. That journalist wrote a story about this bleeding business. And when the journalist wrote the story, I spoke to that journalist and I said, what's going on? Halima told me that her co-actors and actresses were doing diabolical stuff on her. Literally, she told me certain actresses were doing juju on her, and she bled for almost 6 months.
Yeah, I know the actress. She said she has a name, and I'm gonna say it now. Halima said Mercy Johnson did juju on her. That's what she said. So I was when she changed it to Apostle Suleman. Yeah.
She mentioned 4 people to me. She mentioned Mercy Johnson, Shan George, Iyabo Ojo, and Tonto Dike. She mentioned those 4. So when Gistlover listed some women that allegedly had something to do with Suleman, those 4 she mentioned to me were on that list. Now, I'm an investigative journalist, okay? And I do my work very well. The problem we have in Nigeria is everybody watching this, you need to first think, anytime a blogger speaks, okay, we are not regular bloggers. We're professional bloggers because we're also journalists. No one has paid us. Nobody has paid me. Halima came up with 500,000 naira that Suleman gave you, will finish soon. Where is she coming from? Where did that come from? What nonsense is that? This is one thing I'm used to, Daddy Freeze, because every single story I've investigated in this country, it's always they've paid Kemi. Or our money lawyers have paid Kemi. Dowen lawyers have paid Kemi.
Always paying, yeah.
Or our money, Dowen lawyer. If everybody had paid me, Stella, I'll be a billionaire by now. Always somebody has paid Kemi. Yet I'm looking for money, soliciting money for donations, and they call me a beggar. Meanwhile, the Guardian newspaper in the UK is also, they have a donation button there, a newspaper. Premium Times have a donation button.
Well, they're asking for £1 each if you get.
But when it's a single journalist, she's a beggar. If I had that.
Yeah, when I put it on my Instagram the other time that I put my account that they should help me, people were cursing me that I'm begging.
But if everybody gave me that 1,000 naira they gave Gistlover for the parents of the multiple kids, I will open the studio now and I will have the best investigative journalism outlet in Lagos. I don't fear anybody. But the problem is the mentality of Nigerians is that they have paid bloggers. Nobody has paid us. When she said that stuff to me, she was trying to get me to write a story about it as a blogger or journalist. Halima wanted to be in the news. Now, if you want me to interview you, okay, if it's a sponsored interview, you're going to pay me for sitting down and interviewing you, okay? Now, the problem I had with Halima is that After she told me people did juju to her, she now turns around and says a pastor is the one that did juju and caused her to bleed. So I responded in 3 videos. And I said to Halima, Halima, go and check yourself for fibroids. No one can bleed that long. Check yourself. Everybody saw those videos. They're on my TikTok, or look at Kemi Olunloyo. Check yourself for fibroids. That's when I now heard from the lawyers. Yesterday, the lawyers served me the papers. They showed me the same legal stuff that's on all your blogs, Insta blog, everywhere. I got it. Okay? And I'm just, if they subpoena me to this case, I'm just going to say what I'm saying on this video. I don't know about Nigerian law, but abroad, they can admit this kind of videos. So when Halima now said, okay, how much has Suleman paid you? I found it very hard for someone to tell a journalist, an investigative to say the least, that you were bleeding because your own colleagues, you're accusing your colleagues of juju, and next thing now, the pastor is the one that did juju to you. I have no idea of everything Stella just said. The money, the blackmail, the 20 million, I didn't even know all this happened. So now, the issue is, why did she talk to a journalist about one reason and coming up with another reason? Now they've sued her for $1 billion. She's going to have to prove it.
Exactly.
She's going to have to prove it. And if they subpoena me, I'm just going to tell the judge what she told me. My friends did juju, name them. Mercy Johnson.
Maybe the people she said took her to, Mercy Johnson took her to Badagry. Maybe Mercy Johnson should now start to clear her name, because everybody knows this story, but nobody is asking Mercy about the juju in Badagry that Halima alleges.
Mercy, Yabo, Shan, and Tonto. Those are the 4 she...
No, she only told me Mercy. She only told me Mercy. That she has a lot of thoughts on her back where she went to for deliverance from the juju that Mercy did on her. Yeah?
Halima here.
Yes. Now, she said she's going to lock me in prison because I collected 500,000 from Suleman. She's going to have to do that.
Please. Excuse me, please, ma'am. Ma'am, excuse me. Please, I'm not going to exchange words with Halima on this live. Give her her home time. If you want to do a live with her, let her talk alone. I'm not going to do this with her, please.
Halima,
right?
Darling sister, I am inviting you to my live to come and clear all these things that are being said against you. Please feel free to come to my live.
Daddy Freeze, all I just want to say, I have to go to the Tinubu space that they're doing. They invited me because it's about press freedom. Atiku versus Tinubu and press freedom. But before I go, all I just want to say is that if I sue Halima for defaming me that I collected 500,000 from Suleman, a pastor that I've never met, spoken to, or gotten any money from whatsoever, if you look in my bank account for the last 1.5 years, you won't find any alert for 500,000. Okay? If I sue her, okay, I will win that. And I'm planning to sue her. She actually did so many Instagram stories saying she'll take me to court. No, saying that she'll lock me up. You think everybody wants to lock me up? You think it's an easy thing? So she put her mouth there. She opened her own can of worms, okay? I wasn't doing the story. I told her how much it's going to cost her. Okay, I don't do stories for free. Okay, if you want me to interview you, it's a sponsored interview. Everybody charges for that. She didn't want to pay, so she forgot about it. But she opened the can of worms when the Oramani case came on, and she wanted to join the bandwagon of calling Kemi evil. She said,
exactly. Anytime there's a controversy going on, she looks for a way to go in.
Say that again.
She looks for a way to become part of it.
I didn't hear.
Anytime there's a controversy going on about somebody, she looks for a way to put herself inside so that her name will trend. She's actually happy now that she's trending. She's happy. This is what she wants. But she cannot monetize it. That's the problem.
With me is that anybody can want to put their mouth in anything. You're a critic. Daniel Rager does that every day. He's a critic. I'm also a critic. I did Kemi Talks. But when you start calling Kemi Olunloyo evil, she once came in my DM and I shunned her away. That's when I said, no, you came in my DM to ask me to interview you over some bleeding issue and juju. And you wanted it done very juicy. Unfortunately, I didn't forget it. So I decided to post the chats, and Instablog carried the chats. And I disgraced her. Instead of her to keep quiet, Halima went a step forward saying the 500,000 that Suleman gave you. I want to know where she got that money from. And when I met Suleman, I will stand in court in front of Suleman and I will ask him to his face, did you give me money? Have you ever spoken to me? Have you? I don't know Suleman. I've never spoken to him. You know what I mean? The only time I've ever asked about Suleman, Daddy Freeze, when you were at Cool FM, remember I asked you about Suleman? I said, I want 3 pastors to pray for me. Remember, we're going to the year 2020, the pandemic year. And I said, Freeze, I'm here on your show. I want 3 pastors to pray for me. Suleman Ibiomi has prayed for me when I left Port Harcourt, and 1 more. Remember, that's the only time I asked you, okay? And I didn't follow up with any prayers or anything, but I've never seen him. I've never spoken to him. Halima claims that I got paid by him. Why? This is the reason why all Halima fans think we've been bribed, and it's wrong. Don't assume people have been bribed, okay? And remember, we are professional bloggers. We're not just bloggers, okay? I'm not Cutie Jules. I'm not Instablog. I'm not everybody, okay? I'm a journalist and I'm a professional blogger. So is Stella and Chris Nwandu. Because Chris gets a lot of bashing on that stuff too. You have to be careful what you're writing. Bloggers can write a lot of BS and they'll be taken to court. But journalists have to be careful.
Exactly.
Yeah, journalists have to be very careful because of the non-affirmative words. That's why Ibiomi's case was thrown out. Non-affirmative words. I used it, allegedly, even getting a fake news tip. That's why I don't even do news in Nigerian market anymore. I'm only doing drug abuse prevention and all that. Listen, Freeze, I'm not supporting anybody for the election because I'm not voting either. Nothing changes in Nigeria. It's a waste of my time. But I was invited by one of the moderators to come and talk about press freedom. So I would not normally not even do it, but I'm going to that Twitter space now to join them on the press freedom and the candidates. And if I can get the candidates to talk about drugs, then I'll get involved. AY interviewed Peter Obi. None of them have talked about the drug problem. Only Peter Obi in a tweet. He said the youth drug problem in Nigeria is the highest in the world, and it's true. And we're getting to, some things are happening that people don't know. If you know what's happening in Nigeria right now, you will be crying. The NDLEA had a shootout last week in Ikoyi with some armed men and their security agencies. So many things are going on. The drugs are moving in, and you know it's very bad. It's really bad right now. So I'm at Drug Abuse Africa on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. No Facebook. That's it. So would you have any questions to ask me?
I think that's about it. That's about it. Here's
Halima has to be careful. She's defaming a lot of people that will come for her. Look at the names I mentioned now. You know, how do you think Yaba's going to feel, or Tonto, or anybody else? You know, they just heard their name.
Now,
you know?
let me ask you a question. Do you have a chat where Halima mentioned these things?
Where she mentioned their names?
Yes.
No, I don't have that chat. She told me. She told me, but the chat I have is the chat when she wanted the blood thing. When she said she was bleeding and you know she wants me to do a story and all that. You see those things you record, the voice notes. That's what I have, but I wouldn't have them now because then you know that I don't have.
As for mine, Halima told me this precisely in 2005.
I was in 2021, and I can tell it in court. I've told the lawyer.
But excuse me, ma'am. I'm wondering why she's telling you Tonto did juju for her when she told me that Mercy Johnson did juju for her, Tonto, Iniedo, Oge Okoye, who else? So why is she not saying Tonto did juju for her when it was Mercy that did it to all of them? No. According to her, which she told me, she told me. I don't have evidence, but since she's saying things she can't prove, I am now saying it and adding allegedly.
But Stella,
she can take me to court the same way
you know, you're a journalist as well. Stella, you said to her. Mine is to her. You say for her. To her means those ladies did juju to her, to destroy her. You are saying for her.
No, she told me that Mercy Johnson did juju to her, Tonto. And so I'm wondering if Mercy was the one that, you see, she tells people different things, different things. So if Mercy has already done juju allegedly done juju to her and Tonto, when the Tonto now turn around and do another juju to her and she's still alive, the same person, everybody's doing juju to.
That if you're bleeding this long, remember this interview is also online on PM News. Everybody can go to PM News. It's still there. Daddy Freeze, PM News. Type in PM News, Halima Abubakar. You'll see it. January of 2021, she told her she was bleeding. And I told her, I said, if you're bleeding that much, my dear, it could be fibroids, so go and check.
Any woman who is informed knows that bleeding like this is extreme fibroid, serious one. You need to go get help. Get it out or get something to trigger you into menopause. And stop sitting on blood and saying somebody did juju for you. Guys, come on.
If you don't like the truth, you can't say much. Somebody in the comments, Daddy Free said, which lawyer did you talk to? Halima's lawyers are in touch with me. And they sent me a barrage of court documents yesterday. Okay? Just like they sent every journalist and every blogger. I don't have anywhere to post it. I don't do that kind of news anymore. But if they dare subpoena me to that court, I will go. And I will sue her. She must apologize for saying that I collected 500,000. I will be in that courtroom. She doesn't apologize for that 500,000 thing. I will sue her. So she should keep my name off her mouth. I'm doing more important things now. We have a problem.
Halima, keep my name off your mouth. I'm not fighting with you. I'm ready to help you if you are willing to be truthful and chart a new course this 2023. Look for something better to do. Be positive. Motivate people, motivate yourself, and stop this war. You're not going to win it. If you need money, open a trust fund. I'm going to put for you as well. This is horrible that for somebody your age, you are still doing this. This is not a day job. It's not a day job. If it's working for some others, or if it works for some others, it's Suleman. You obviously shot yourself in the foot already. It's not going to work. You're not going to see 10 kobo.
All right.
Let's look for a way to help you instead of this rubbish you are doing, going on live, dressing like Hajia. I don't know who you think. You think you can fool all of the people all of the time? Everybody I go clear now. They go see say you they lie. No need to talk too much.
All right.
If they put you on stand, if they cross-examine you, you go talk rubbish because you they lie. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Dr. Kemi left. She probably left for her meeting. Thank you so much, Stella. Do have yourself a very blessed.
Now discharge me. Never discharge me. You go share the money when you make from this life with me.
They don't make anything. They look them. Very stingy people. These guys.
Give me the money. I go donate to Halima. You must give me. Halima needs help. Let's help her.
All right. Me, I'm going. On this side.
Freeze. Before you go price house. Not the top say you don't decide. You go price house so you won't buy. See, freeze, eh? If you bring Halima on live, the money you make from that her life, please give it to her. Promise me. It's very important. We need to help her. If she gets money from hand, she's not going to talk all this nonsense where she will talk. Now broke, she broke. Oh. Now broke, she broke. She not kill person. And nobody kill her. Like I said, all the people out there going around talking nonsense, nobody get monopoly to smelling mouth. Anybody if you open mouth, nonsense will come outside. You see, say they do open mouth now, everywhere scatter. Everybody feel open mouth. You don't understand what they talk? Because we quiet here, they say, Stella don't collect money, Stella don't collect money, Stella don't change, Stella don't change. I be Abu Tata, I don't change.
I know you are not stingy. Thank you so much. Stella, my darling, thank you so much. All of you, thank you for watching. I'm in a good mood today. God has blessed me, so I'm rejoicing.
How much? How much?
You don't see where they come from. Nah, this life no concern me. Now just
you don't go buy house, please. You don't buy house.
Now they make.
I know what
I just thank God. I think God. As you see me for this life, I don't get power to fight anybody, even the people.
You don't buy house, I beg. Congrats.
All right, Steph. Thank you so much.
I like this time when you wave there. I like how very well. Bye everybody. Thanks to everybody who insulted or didn't insult me. I know reach out. I know reach.
I'm in a good mood. And here's what I'm gonna say, yeah. We're trying to be as fair and as honest as possible. Encourage us. If we're not saying what you want to hear, maybe you should fine-tune your ears to the truth instead of confirmation bias or what you want to believe to be the truth. I'm not saying Halima is lying. I'm neither saying Halima is telling the truth. There is court of law. There is court of public opinion. Evidence. Men lie. Women lie. Evidence does not lie. Thank
you. Are not saying she's lying. Me, I am saying she's lying. Everything she has alleged is a lie.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, on that bombshell, I say
and whichever platform she decides to release her news, I know they call any names, but the platform know himself. I know they beef anybody. Everybody gets in time. But where I have a problem is where you post lies about me and you don't bother to come to me to confirm it, and I try to defend myself and you are dragging with me that it is true. A year ago, you were dragging with me, say I go fuck another man, they don't pursue me come off for husband house. I was trying to explain myself. This person shut me up, came to my platform, tried to shut me up. I still dey husband house till today. So who they lie now? Sometimes this alleged celebrities, they knock journalists and bloggers' head. We need to be careful. We need to unite as one so that we can put out more positive stories out there. Dog, remember, if you're a blogger, you're a journalist watching this right now, remember, say dog, no, they chop dog. I never chopped dog before. I know go chop dog, but don't come after me. Don't come after me.
All right, respect to all journalists out there, all bloggers, all social media commentators, everyone. We love you. Salute. I don't go. Bye.
Freeze. You will see headline tomorrow. You will see the headline tomorrow.
I don't weak down. But anyhow, it's all good. Take care. God bless.